At Camp Hale, just miles south from where Vail Resort stands today, nearly 14,000 men prepared for battle in the dead of winter, living and training day and night in conditions that were almost as dangerous as the opposition they would face months later in Europe.
The reason that Camp Hale was selected at 9,200 feet was you had 6-month winters. And so it became a most important part of our existence, really, as we trained for what we were going to face later on.
The most challenging part of the training was called the D Series.
Of course, D Series was the big deal, and that was a mock battle against an enemy.
I thought they were going to kill us all off. Sleeping out in temperatures down to 30 below zero without a tent. If you put up a tent, the tents we had, you perspire and it freezes on the tent, and you bump the tent and it all goes down your neck. So we learned to sleep out without tents. We slept on top of our skis. We learned the tricks of the trade to survive. Really, it was a survival exercise.
One night, I was so cold, and my boots and socks were frozen. I couldn't get my boots off, so I stayed up all night moving to keep from freezing, and terrible experience.
The men of the 10th knew that D-Series training was a vital step in preparing for combat. But what they didn't know was that 40 years later, and only miles away from Camp Hale, Breckenridge would make its own history, building the first half-pipe in the world and creating a training ground of a very different kind.